All right, this is the MX-8 Elite from Zodiac. This is getting pretty old, but the housing is still in good shape as long as you change out the guts. I've already unscrewed this. I took the treads off, which are very easy to take off. You just kind of slide your finger into them and pop them off. But these, there's 8 screws. Yeah, 8 screws. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 down there. They get a little notch here for your screwdriver to fit in. All Phillips. So you take this housing off. I thought there was a piece missing when I first looked at it, but this is only on one side. There isn't one on this side. You can give it a good cleaning to get all the little debris that may have found its way in there. And then the turbine pops out pretty easily. Pull it out. Piece. These things get worn pretty well. These flappers get a little worn, and they don't seal up with this guy because that generates a lot of the turbo power. You can see the treads really. Guess which one is the old one? Take a look at the side and see it even more. There's like big knobs there and really nothing there. Good stuff. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I also had, these didn't come in the pool cleaner tune-up kit. These are the little flaps. There's 4 of them. They go on the bottom. Look how worn those suckers are. It's really amazing to me that they don't put them in. I guess because they wear out probably faster than other things, that you're going to buy more of them. So I let these things go a little too long. There's supposed to be 3 on each of them. So it probably vacuumed them up because it's a good vacuum. And that's where we're at. I'm following the instructions on the side of this. I'm on number 6 now. This gets a little more complicated. I'll try to get some video in there. And he's going to want me to take off the screws that are down here on the side. This engine part, it's one unibody. That's going to there's one for each side. So this is this side's, and this one is going to be for that side. I'll kind of try and keep them in the same orientation. But I can put the new one of these together because really you have these ball bearings are going to go on there first, on there, and then the rods with the sprockets are going to fit inside there. So I'll do that. Just quickly show you that these guys are really flush. So when I put this ball bearing on, I have to apply some pressure so that he has a flat seal or a flat level with the surface. And one more thing to point out is that the ball bearings are sealed on one side, not on the other. And the side that's not sealed is the one that's going to go on the inside. So you can actually kind of see how this one side is a little bigger than the other, so it's going to be the opposite way on the other side. Now this new one is now all put together. The old one may not look that bad, but boy, when you put them next to each other, you can really see how one is really worn out. The other one is still, the other one's brand new and this one is worn out. So after I took the screw off, I was able to use this leverage point to pull the housing off. The housing is going to stay, and then that little motor is going to come out. And here is really the screw that I unscrewed has to come out all the way. And then this engine will come out. I can't do it with one hand. But rest assured that will come out. This guy will fit right in that spot. This is called the B engine. So I'll make sure that when I take this one out it matches up, because this one is the A engine there. And then just to point out that there is one screw holding it all in on the opposite side with that, so I'll have to take that out. Well, I will verify this on the other side, but I just saw this is the letter A there. I may have had these things in wrong for like the last 3 years. We'll see when this engine comes out, because maybe that's the engine that goes in this side, if I did get the A side right. Okay, well, I didn't get it wrong. I did, put them on I have this engine as the wrong side. This is the A engine, and this is the A housing. And I'm going to put it all back together with the A engine, because it's kind of good to put things back together as you take them apart so that you don't get too far lost. And I'll do the same thing with the other side. It's kind of like putting your sock and shoe on the same foot first. Don't forget to take off this little do not turn warning. I think they don't want you to grab that and twist it, because you might mess up the gears inside. So I'll be careful not to do that, but don't leave this on. Okay, I got the A side and the A housing. Just a little bit of work to make sure that that screw lines up so it's ready to go when I put it back in. I'm not going to put it back in yet till I do the other side, because I do want to replace these flappers before I put anything back together. This is the B side, and so I can't see where the B is here, but I guarantee you that's the B motor. B. Okay, so one thing, I just put the B side back together with the new motor in it. And I did turn the box around, so I need to really probably put the B side back on first. Not that you could actually fit the A side on the wrong side. It's like square peg, round hole. But I'm lazy, so I won't turn it around. I'll screw that. Well, actually, like I said, I was going to take these little flappers off. And I think these are just pop them off. I want to make sure if I break any of these things off the old one, I don't care, but I do care if I break them off the new one. So I gotta be careful taking them off. And just to highlight the things to note is that you do want these guys to be in the right orientation, right? So that this whole guy, the flapper is going to be on the outside of that. I'm not sure that you can put them in wrong, but they do go in easier than they come out. So I'll finish the rest of them off. They're all in place. There's no way you can put them in wrong. So they pop in nice. Just make sure they're secure so they don't come off. But they're going to be doing a great job sweeping. The only gotcha with putting it back in is you do need to make sure that those screws bite, because they're, if you look at the other one, sometimes there's a gap that forms and you don't have much thread out, so you really need to make sure it's seated in properly before you try and start screwing it in so you don't strip the receiving side. In keeping with my left sock, left shoe approach versus sock, shoe, shoe, I'll put the tread back on and make sure you get it in the little pulley first, and you have a little bit more ease in turning the big ones, and they slide right on there. Nice. Make sure it's in there in the groove, and we'll do the other side now. All right, we got both side motors in with the treads, and then the last thing to do is to seat the turbo system. I may have to use two hands for this, but you kind of got to get these guys to turn at the right spot so that it fits in there like that, and they should seat. Just make sure you got the sprockets connected so you can feel that they're biting. No need to use pressure. And then the last step is to put the housing back on. That little clip, it's obvious where it goes, but once that gets in place, just make sure that you have access to all the holes and start screwing up. As I get the last of the 8 screws in there, I just want to make sure that you don't know the torque amount. While it's not precise, you definitely are working with plastic, and as these things get old, you want to be careful not to apply too much torque to a plastic receiving end. So there we go. We have a new robot. Alright, we're gonna hook this guy up. You give him a toss in. Get in there. He's gonna fill up with water and sink. And then here's his friend robot, Beta. Hey, Beta. And get out of the way. And we'll put the hose back in. Alright. Should see some movement down there. Make sure. I think there is some air. Probably getting sucked through. Yeah, I do see. Turbo's indicating water's flowing. Yeah, he is moving. He's supposed to move pretty slow, deliberate. I think we're good.